Hey everybody, how's it going? I lost track of time and forgot to set up like I usually do. So here we are. Anyway, how are y'all doing on this lovely, beautiful Monday? At least it's beautiful here. I hope that y'all are doing well and that you're getting stuff done. So, this is part of All the Words October, set up by Maggie. I think the link is down below, but if not, I think she's in the chat, so you can follow her channel there. And All the Words October is much like All the Words August, where we are trying to build up habits for our writing, author, creative business. I wanted to do the 80K, which is a combination of what I'm going to edit and what I'm going to write as well. So far, I'm at 42,000, sort of, but I'm going to cut that in half because it was just light edits, which was listening to the book and then rereading the book. So I don't really want to count all the words, even though I read them. So technically, I'm going to put myself at like 24,000, give or take. So yeah. Maggie, hello, good afternoon. Soledad, hi, just finished with dishes and cleaning, and I have about an hour to do a bit before writing. Nice. Awesome. Okay, we just got back from going to Gastonia, the famous, ever so famous Gastonia. Not. We went to Sam's Club and we finally ate at Whataburger down there. Whataburger's interesting. It's very onion-y. I'm not used to that many onions on a burger, but it was a nice change. So Maggie says typing from handwritten. All the words matter. It's called All the Words October. Okay, since I read it twice, we'll say it's 40 to whatever it is. How big is the book again? 48,000. Well, we're close to 50,000 then, if we count all of them. After I put all the front and back matter in, it's sitting at 50,798. Yay. By the way, speaking of that, it's uploaded. It's uploaded to Draft to Digital and Ingram Spark. And tomorrow is a cover reveal. And I'm going to talk about My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant, read a couple of passages that are my favorite and my favorite chapter. It's difficult for me to choose. So, yeah, I still need to narrow that down to my favorites. And I will also read whatever y'all choose as well, the pages or chapters that y'all choose, as long as they're not traumatizing. Because there are a few chapters in Harry's book that is traumatizing. Well, Harry and Adeline, I should say. So, yeah, that's happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's called All the Words October. I always order Whataburger, no onions or pickles, with ketchup and mayo. Yeah, that I might do that with no onions at least. I like the pickles. I do not like their fries. Their fries were okay. I really love their onion rings because I ordered the onion rings, and I really like the onion rings. Of course, I like onion rings anyway because, however, I'm addicted to their fried apple pies. Really. I'm going to have to try that next time I go down there. Hi, Cat Paw. Good evening. All right. So, without further ado, what I'm going to be doing is making sure I have everything marked down in my planner, and trackers are updated from yesterday and today. Because yesterday I kind of sort of took a day off as kind of a prize for me uploading Dominant and getting it ready for publication, being in the final steps. So, yeah, I did some research and stuff about building a website. Here we go again. Gotta love building websites, right? So I switched everything over to Fourth Wall and Substack, and that's not working out the way I want it to. So I'm thinking about going either with Squarespace, just because, or I might go with BookBub, or I might go with this new one that I haven't heard anybody talk about, and it's Built for Authors. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it starts with a T. Let me see if I can get it to come up. No, I can't. Okay. Tertulia. I got it pull up finally. They're all about the same price, so we'll see. So as soon as I get that updated, I'll probably go back to researching which website builder I want. I have a domain. I've had a domain because of Fourth Wall, where I have merch and stuff, which y'all probably didn't even know that I had merch because I never share the link anywhere because I just don't like the looks of it. Yeah. I let my Wix site drop because it just got too expensive. Yeah. I also heard that Wix supports something that I don't quite support too. So that's another thing that's on my list to kind of research with these sites to see if, they got some shady business going on. Well, side businesses, things that they support that I do not agree with. I don't want to be with a company that does stuff that I don't like, even if it is just a website builder thing. All right. Maggie says, and I was getting no traffic, 1 to 5 views per month. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to go to Wix. I don't want to go to WordPress. WordPress is great. Don't get me wrong. But I could never get it to work correctly. I could never do all the things that I wanted it to do, even though it said that it would do it. So, yeah. Oh, and for those of you who do not know, it is Honor Indigenous Peoples Day. So make sure that you are doing something, whether it's just researching a tribe that is near you or supporting them in some way. Yeah, it would be great. 0 sales. Oh, hey. Hire you, Eva. Just painted a bit with a kiddo. Nice. We both painted a ghost and a pumpkin. But that's cute. All right. So without further ado, so that we can get some stuff done. And after this, I need to go take Kona for a walk because we have yet to do that today. Today's been weird. I am not used to the hubs being off on a Monday. So it's just, I don't know. It's throwing me for a loop. Eva says, my kiddo got a lesson in why it used to be Columbus Day, but why we don't celebrate it like that. Yes, exactly. As a kid, well, we were all whitewashed. And I don't necessarily blame the teachers because they have a curriculum that they have to follow. But being raised where I was, you would think that we would have had more education about certain things. That we would have went to unto these hills to see it, to witness it, to learn it. But no, we got the normal plays, the Shakespearean ones. I'm not knocking that, but I mean, still, kids' brains aren't like ours, but facts work the same. Exactly. It's just an old white dude and a day off school as a kid, right? Need to get some white sheets because I got some Santa light up plastic figures, so to make them spooky. My sister got me the 13-inch skeletons, and I've measured them, and I'm trying to go through all of my fabric to see what kind of outfits that I can put together for them for like the different seasons and stuff. And I don't have anything like really spooky to do for them. I mean, I have a ton of black fabric, but there's nothing really to like put with it to make it spooky. So I need to get some like lace, maybe do like a Victorian gentleman the lady or something. I don't know. Honoring Polish war hero Casimir. Is it Casimir? Pulaski has a day in Illinois. School and state buildings are closed. Nice. That's interesting. We have a day at the start of that. At the start. Yeah. Works on Christmas trees too, right? My mother-in-law keeps her Christmas tree up all year round, but she redecorates it for every season. Like right now, I think she has owls up on there for like a fall vibe. A lot of families did, and it's awful history at the hands of colonialism today. Remember, yeah. Pulaski Day mishap. Okay. All right. We got to get to work. Right. Okay. Do not forget to hydrate. Do not forget to get some noms if you have rumblies and tumblies. Do not forget to look away from the computer screen, especially if you've been at it for a while, to reduce eye strain. And remember to get up and move around, stretch, or anything of that matter. Especially if you've been sitting at the computer for a while. And let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Get at it. Alrighty, how did everybody do on that one? I did a little bit more research. I didn't look into what a certain business supports, but they're kind of newish. So I don't think that they are big supporters of anything other than themselves. So I built my website with them. I went with Tertulia. It's $7.99 a month, $96 a year. Considering Squarespace is like $16 or $17 a month, even if you pay annually, I think that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, if you want to check it out, I've got a link here. So feel free. That's to Tertulia. That's not to my website. My website is not officially live just yet, but it will be under carterwickerwriting.com. As soon as I get it up, it's probably still going to pop you into the fourth wall page if you try to go to the website now. But I think this would be ideal. It's simple. It's sweet. They have templates, and you just kind of pop in one ISBN of one of your books, and it populates all the books under that pen name. Simple, right? All you have to do is kind of like I had to add the Barnes and Noble links, I do believe. So yeah, it's very simple to set up. Most simple thing that I've ever set up in my life. Not really, but you know how difficult it is setting up a website or setting up a social media presence or anything of that nature that is online that has to be professional. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I really like it. I'll shoot here. Let me know if this pops up for y'all, because this is what I have set up right now. It should. That doesn't have my pretty domain attached to it, but it's going to move over to samwicker.com, carterwickerwriting.com. Eventually, I just gotta wait for them to accept the domain and all that stuff. Hostinger was another one that I looked at. But again, I don't know. Something about Tertulia was like, hey, come over here, try us. So we'll see. We'll see. Love it. Wow, that looks cool. And I'm pretty sure that if you want to sell like physical books, like eventually I'm going to do signed copies and possibly like subscription book boxes or nerdy boxes, something writerly related boxes. So I'm pretty sure that I can still do that on there as well. So we'll see. Eva has 2 domains currently through Hostinger. Can't shop around at all until bills come due in a year or more. Exactly. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, that's a placeholder for now. I know I need a headshot. I know I need a professional headshot. So I'm going to hopefully work on that, maybe even today when we go for a walk, and my husband can take one because he's really good at taking pictures. And maybe I'll have something more professional looking up there. Maybe even me holding Pristine or something. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you. All right, cool. So it's thumbs up for everybody. I love it. I want to do those too with my kids' books. So we should do a content about it at the same time. Yes, let's do that. What I would really hold on. What I would really like to do, because I know we're talking about creating a hangout, even if it's online or just an online hangout where we talk and chat and all that good stuff. I know we were talking about that yesterday. Another thing that I would really like to do is create a side hustle for indie authors that want to contribute and do a book box. I mean, Owlcrate does it, Scribbler. I mean, something like that where people. My only issue is when there being so many of us, finding out how to pay somebody for whatever. Like, would you pay them for how many book boxes their particular box sold? Or would it be a portion of what sold for that quarter? You know, you give everybody a flat income that's the same. Because if a bigger author, indie author, is in on it, they bring more people than others do. So is it fair to them to get the smaller percentage than if you give them the percentage of what their particular book box sold? You know, is that a weird way of thinking? I don't know. I don't know. It's still percolating. Yes, do a photo shoot with the hubs. Yeah, maybe I'll have Kona with me. Is that professional? I don't think so. But yeah. With gift boxes 2026, right? No sooner than that. Oh yeah, no. This is 2026, end of 2026. I was thinking like the earliest would be fall 2026, but it might even be 2027 because I know there's going to be a lot of planning and getting things together. I'll still have to create my LLC or create an LLC for it. Like it has to be a different business or something. I don't know. But yeah. If I were doing it, I'd buy the books based on a pre-order for the boxes with those books. The author would get paid for the books I got. I may or may not sell out or have overstock left over. That could work. And if you do have overstock, you could ask the author if they would like them back to purchase them back, or you can even take them to your events with you if yeah. That might be an idea too. Professionalism. Just do what you do and do it well, right? All right. Queen Kona's domain. All hail the queen. Right. It's the reason why she's not with me today is because she's with the hubs on the couch. So yeah, whenever he's home, she's his. 2026 is when I hope to start my con war chest and set up my store. That'd be awesome. Now 2026 is the year that I hope to start going to book festivals and doing book signings and stuff like that. I've applied to a couple of local stores. I still need to go to the libraries. I really need to go to the libraries and set up there. I've also toyed with the idea of a writing group, having like a bi-weekly meetup in the area. Maybe, I don't know. A lot of things take money, and money is not something that I have a lot of. Eva says, I would keep the stock for other events and boxes. Yes, I'd like to use Book and Lane as a bit of a bookseller, I think, for in-person events to start. Maybe. Yeah. We'll percolate on it a little bit longer. Because it would be nice, like going into in-person events and stuff, having the book boxes there. That's what you can do with the Overstock mystery bags. Reminds me, Mondays are the local meetup. I may need to try and go again. Yes, do. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you'll eventually get used to it and enjoy it. Just dropped $400 on print copies for local indie bookstores. Yes, get going. I need to show y'all a picture of my shelf, but I also need to clean up my shelves badly. The idea was that we were going to have the property sold by now, and I would have my little library shed, and these shelves would be clean, and I would have my stock in here for doing signed copies and book boxes and stuff like that, and giveaways. Nice banging its price tag, but hopefully it pays off, right? I'm enjoying so much already. I don't know if I want to add more things, right? I know. I'm going to open up edits. Shannon made me snag the opening already, and I'm looking at a local job even. You got this. I believe in you. You got it. I promise. Okay. One more sprint. 45 minutes. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to get some knobs if you have rumblies and tumblies. If you were supposed to eat a meal by now and you haven't, do so. I mean it. I'll find you. No. If you've been staring at your screen for a little while, make sure to look away and blink a few times to reduce eye strain. If you have been sitting for a while and typing and all that good stuff, make sure to do some stretches, move around a little bit to reduce body strain. Eva's heading outside for this one. Awesome. All right, so let's get started in 3, 2, 1. See you in 45-ish. All right, how did everybody do on that one? I lost track of time because I was creating my social media schedule. um, yeah, I am loving this website. So I used to schedule everything through Canva because Canva does mostly everything. It doesn't do Blue Sky. This site, Patty Post, does everything. So yeah, I really like it. It's easy, uh, and that's very very helpful to me. The only thing that it doesn't do that Canva did was whenever you pull up the calendar mode, Canva had like the national and international days of whatever. Patty Post doesn't have that, but it's simple. You can search the national days or international days and pull that up in a separate window and just schedule a couple throughout the month if you want to. But let's see if I can get you a link to share. It's just going to my dashboard. I don't want it to go to my dashboard. I want to show y'all what it is. Here, there we go. Okay. Let's see. Eva says that she might not be ready to do peer relationships or new friendships in person, but it's good. You gotta do what you gotta do, and you know you the best. Yep, you are catching me at the tail end. But welcome. You're always welcome. Gotta love it, right? Anyway, Patty Post also gives you engagement numbers. So, like for this past month on my Facebook page, I've posted almost every single day, and I've had 206 post engagements and 735 post impressions, which isn't much, but when you go to my Facebook page, I don't have that many followers. So to me, that's a lot. And consistency is key with this. Instagram, on the other hand, it gives me a count of followers that the posts for the past month have gained me, which is 24, which is awesome. I've also gained 11 new comments and 28 new likes, and I've reached 441 people. Again, I don't have that much of a following, so win-win, right? Blue Sky, on the other hand, because it's a lot like X, and you're allowed only 300 characters per post. I don't post to it a lot, even though I can schedule to it. I need to get better at that and tailor my post to Blue Sky later on. Same thing, but different. I will one of these days. I'll get better at it. I promise. Not that y'all care. Y'all see me on here, and that's enough, isn't it? Hey, Amelia, how are you? I'm doing good. You're catching us at the tail end. I am about to leave out of here because we are going to go walk the Kona. And today my husband has a day off on a Monday, which is weird. So we're going to do weird things. The things that we would normally do on a Tuesday or a Thursday, which is his normal days off. Million says, doing fantastic. Working on a cover art for a book. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Right. But I will be back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern for a cover reveal. My latest book, My Husband Wants to Keep Me Dominant, is scheduled to be published, which I will also reveal tomorrow. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm going to be doing some readings and stuff. And if you are in the comments, you can choose which page or chapter you want me to read, and I will read it as long as it is safe for work. Harry has a lot of darkness in his book, but also a lot of comedy. So it's a dark fantasy rom-com. Yeah, leave it to me, right? Yes, I do remember. I do remember that you were on here. Was it a week, 2 weeks ago? Days run together with me, so forgive me if it was longer than a week or shorter than a week. Hey, I reached India. Awesome. Memory time. What is that? Right. So back here tomorrow, 5 p.m. And then we will be back to my regular schedule, which is Thursdays at 9 a.m. Eastern, Fridays at 3 p.m. Eastern, Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, and Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, we have Breaking the Block, which is writers helping writers and creatives helping creatives get over writers or creative blocks. Last time, yesterday, we talked a little bit about time and project management. I would like to try to hit on that again with more people up here on screen with me so you can get more options, more ideas, other than just what I do in a weird way that I don't know if I shared everything that I do, or how I break everything down, or if it even made sense. But I tried. How about we read some pages daily? I would do that, but with how things capture things, I don't know. I might start reading like short stories and stuff, though. Ones that I don't think I'm going to publish anywhere. You can post your schedule using panels here on Twitch. Yes, I need to do that. Great idea. We'll see. We'll see if I do readings. That might be a members only thing. So always be there, always. Are you rating out over here? If so, Element Eds is a good stop. Time management, what is that? I can get some for you. All right. I'm not rating out because I have yet to do that. So I will do that next time, though, because I'll actually research how to do things. Me and Twitch, I still haven't done anything with Twitch other than just be here. I need to remedy that. I know. All right. So tomorrow, 5 p.m., I'll see you here. Bye.